On behalf of the Bid Comp Executive Committee, I would like to welcome you to this year's National Student Bid Competition, hosted by the Construction Institute of Canada. This competition is held annually and provides students across Canada the opportunity to experience the competitive nature of the construction industry by taking them through a realistic tender process. The process of construction bidding is an important step that all construction companies have to take in order to secure work. Participants in this competition will take on the role of general contractors in order to respond to the request for proposals, or RFP for short.
This year's project is the KPMG Tower, a 15-story Class A office building at the Vaughan Metropolitan Centre, inclusive of 65,000 square feet of retail and amenity space, along with 300,000 square feet of offices. The building also has a direct underground pedestrian pathway to the public transit. The KPMG Tower is at the forefront of sustainable commercial office design that is targeting LEED Gold certification. The RFP document is available for download on our website under TCIC Just click the Info tab on the homepage and click the link for 2020 info. The 2020 info page will provide you with more information on this year's competition, including registration procedure, closing times, awards and prizes, important dates for the competition, and finally the RFP document.
The RFP is an open invitation by the Construction Institute of Canada to all the proponents meeting the mandatory requirements listed in the RFP. The mandatory requirements for participation are: participants must be enrolled, attending, and are in good standing at a post-secondary institution. Each proponent or team composition cannot exceed more than 4 people. It is highly recommended that proponents do not proceed with less than 3 individuals.
The competition allows participants to apply theory to practical execution while gaining valuable real-life experience from a traditional fixed-price bid through a request for proposal process. All proponent submissions are evaluated, scored, ranked, and categorized into 4 primary criteria: most accurate and complete, closest to target price, most professional, and innovation. Proponents who elect to pursue innovation category have a unique opportunity to demonstrate the use of technology to achieve the results in lieu of traditional methods, whether in part or whole.
Teams interested in participating in this competition must register with the bid committee by midnight of January 24th. Registration can be completed by submitting the documents listed under Section 1.7, Intent to Submit, in the RFP. Teams must choose a team name, team leader, as well as a team email address, and email their intent to submit to the RFP contact. Teams that fail to submit correctly filled out registration documents will be restricted from further RFP documentation, including drawings, specifications, and addenda.
Each team must have a mentor acting as an advisor to their team. If you're having difficulty finding a mentor, please submit Appendix K, Mentor Assistance Form, to the RFP contact on or before the date listed in the RFP timetable. Once a team has found their mentor, it is their responsibility to pursue mentorship throughout the competition. Mentor declaration forms must be submitted by each team on or before the date listed in the RFP timetable. The RFP contact for the competition can be found under Section 1.10 of the RFP.
The proposal will be submitted through a 3-phase process. Phase 1, the pre-qualification submission. This submission allows for the project owner to evaluate the competency of the proponents based on their qualifications and experience. Contents of this email submission are described in the RFP. The submission is to be sent to the RFP contact on or before the deadline outlined in the RFP timetable. For more details, please read the RFP. Phase 2, the commercial technical submission. This hard copy submission has to be delivered to your local construction association and is meant to simulate a real bid submission, which will include the items listed under Submission Content section as well as your final price. Details pertaining to the submission content are provided further in the RFP. Teams will be responsible for providing pricing for the entire project, considering that some work items will be subcontracted. The subcontractors' quotations will be released in the addenda as the prices become available. The prices for self-performed work will be derived from the RSMeans online database or as provided by the bid committee. For more details, please read the RFP. Phase 3, the supplementary submission. This online submission gives students the opportunity to show their work and how they develop their final price, including subcontracting and estimating sheets. Details pertaining to the submission content are provided further in the RFP. The instructions regarding submission process will be provided in an addendum.
Copies of the documents for bidding purposes will be issued only to registered proponents. Sets of the documents are obtained online through Construct Connect. Each proponent is responsible to thoroughly review the document. Should any inconsistencies or contradictions in the documents come up, it's the proponent's responsibility to contact the RFP contact through the Request for Information procedure. The RFI form is available as an appendix at the bottom of the RFP. Please complete these forms using professional language and address specific issues or topics. RFIs will be reviewed by the Bid Executive Committee and addressed in the addenda. Any additional information or revisions to the RFP will be made available in the form of addenda, which will be issued by the Bid Committee on a bi-weekly basis. It is very important for the proponents to frequently check their company's email and Construct Connect account for updates. Teams should receive an email from Construct Connect with a password reset link to be used for account setup. Construct Connect is a project management software used to streamline and manage construction processes. For the purpose of this competition, we will use this software to distribute the project documents and the addenda. If by January 28th you have not received your password reset link, please contact the RFP contact for further information.
Each registered proponent will be eligible for a Bluebeam review license, which can be obtained by following the instructions listed in the RFP. Proponents will be provided RSMeans licenses by the Bid Committee upon successful registration for the competition. All pricing shall be derived through RSMeans unless directed otherwise by the Bid Committee.
If you have not received your instructions as of January 27th, please contact the Bid Competition Committee.
Instructions with regards to obtaining corporate seals for bond forms will be released later in an addenda. All the forms must be accurately completed, signed, and carry corporate seals where necessary. Should there be any discrepancies or inconsistencies between the request for proposals and the information provided in this video, the RFP will hold precedence.
On behalf of TCIC and Bid Executive Committee, I would like to thank you for listening and wish you all the best in your competition.